share my screen now. Stopping my video. Oh my god. Seriously, my videos are not here somehow. What's going on? I may have done this on another computer. So let's see if we can watch right
Mm-hmm.
from YouTube. All right, let's see. All right, we can start these videos here. Can you see? Oh, actually, I think we've seen this videos because this is not in race. So let me look for an actual race video. Okay. Can you see? Are you there? Are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sorry. All right, so this is a race start. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's a long line. um, we were sharing the line with another class.
Yes.
So I have long videos that we can sort of watch, and you
Mm.
can stop me. I can stop the video anytime.
Okay.
I'm not liking actually how I'm grabbing the tiller here. Like it's fine, but
Mm.
for some reason I don't grab it at the top. Um, and
Yeah.
and yeah, like when I'm trying to stretch like that, it seems like it's not letting me stretch enough. In the moment, it doesn't feel that way, but in the video, it feels like.
Yeah. I think that you are missing a bit of hiking power because you cannot go completely out with your body,
Hmm.
and then you are not. Your arm is working a lot because you are not touching anything of your body to rest a bit the arm, no?
Which arm are you talking about?
If you put your hand in the top of the tiller extension in the tiller,
Yeah.
sometimes you touch yourself with a tiller. So you have a moment that you rest your arm. Instead, here you're working only with your arm, and your arm is completely in in a hard work to keep the tiller up. No.
Um, are you saying there's some kind of a rest position that I'm not aware of?
Yes, yes. If your hand is in the very last part of
Okay.
the tiller,
Uh huh.
for example, now
Mm.
you are touching a bit yourself, no?
Yeah.
So your arm is not completely in the air using your biceps to keep the tiller.
So you're saying I
It
could be
seems that is
resting
a
my arm on my chest?
yeah. It seems that it's a stupid thing But if you stay all the time with
Yeah,
your arm up, also during the day, it's not a resting position,
I
no?
see. I see. Yeah,
If you
yeah.
sit and you put your arm over your leg, for example, you can rest just for a while, maybe, but you give some breath to your biceps.
Okay. Yeah. So there are moments where I'm hiking more, and I'm meaning to hike. I don't know why those
Mm-hmm.
other moments I was hiking less.
The speed is good.
Yeah. And this is one of the things that. So this is like a mixed 7 and 6 fleet.
Yeah.
So it has this weird dynamics, and this is one of them. At least these guys, these sixes, like think that they're fast by keeping a pointing angle,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's very common to run into a guy like this who's trying to go higher than me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I got better over the days. I can tell you how. And so there was something I learned about. For some reason, when I would trim the sheet,
Mm-hmm.
and the bow would want to go up. For some
Yeah.
reason, like people told me, and I didn't realize until later, is that I was not letting the bow go up,
Mm-hmm.
and I was sort of like keeping the bow. I was so obsessed with keeping the bow down that I was like trimming bow up, but like driving bow down, and I think I could have pointed a lot more if I just let the bow go up on the trims.
Yeah, I already told you last time that for me, yeah, it's not easy to see with these videos because the angle is completely different. But I already told you that sometimes you are sailing all the time for speed with a
Yeah,
low angle,
yeah,
and sometimes you can also point just a little bit more if you have a good occasion or a good reason to do that,
yeah.
especially if is a strong wind. Sometimes you can uh, you can go for speed and then rest a while pointing a little bit and then
I see.
following the also following the wind.
Yeah, I guess I've been for months trying to kill the old bad habit of pinching. So I've been very trying to prevent the pinching, but yeah, I need to maybe allow it sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, the moment so I was already fast, but I was fast in fast mode, and if I had room, then I could just pass basically everybody. But then yeah, I rediscovered the that I could go higher by just being a little easy on the rudder, on the trims. So here I'm just another thing I'm noticing. I think maybe the camera turns back, but another thing I noticed is maybe I obviously I'm nervous here that this guy is gonna uh, force me into a bad situation, um, and and I think I noticed I don't trim enough. Like it's like I'm I don't know, I don't want to ease or something, uh, and I should continue the squeezing. I'm not sure how much I'm doing the squeezing here versus maybe here I am trying to keep it high, and uh, and ultimately not very successful. So here's the actual driving to that situation. So you see,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see me wanting to ease the sheet much. It's like more like I'm driving.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the sheet constant, uh, and just driving to it maybe.
Yeah, if you can keep the boat flat without easing the sheet, of course it's better because you can pinch a little bit more. But if you have a puff, you ease the sheet, you go for speed for a while, and then when you depower the sail, we can trim the sail again, pinching a little bit, so you can keep your bow up.
Sorry, I need to hear that again from you. Uh, this is interesting to me. I caught up with him, but yeah, obviously not at the same angle. What were you saying? Can you repeat the thought of the?
That sometimes, as I saw in your videos, past videos, um, you sail for speed all the time
Mm,
instead of when you have a moment to close the sheet and pinch a little bit because you can keep the boat flat without easing the sheet.
yeah.
It's better, no? Because you can keep in your bow up. You can rest some energies because, of course, if you go fast down, you need also more energy to keep the boat fast. So you have to use these two techniques, and when you can, you stay block to block with a main sheet close, and you can hike. When a puff is coming, you use the sheet and you go down for speed. You
Yeah,
understand?
in that moment, what I remember is that it actually felt okay to have the sheet in, and yeah, when I was hiking. But okay, I will when I sail this week, I will on Friday. There's gonna be like the usual Friday races in at Bisque, so I will pay attention to um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know if I need to rest or if there's much wind or if I want to just like go a little bit higher and stay higher and and you're saying hike to it.
Yes, yes. And after that, when the puff is end,
Yeah.
trim again the sheet and stay flat without easing, no?
If I was continuing that situation we were talking about before, yes, yes, is that what you mean?
Yes, yes.
So this whole day that we're watching, I I had only two goals, and um, one of them was keeping in mind the squeezing um, on on the entire upwinds and the flatness, of course, and then on the downwinds, the turning up, just paying attention to my weight movements on the turning up downwind.
Yeah.
And I think this is new and better, obviously. That I'm getting I think we had talked about it, like getting the boat restarted after the tax, just hiking, and then only then adjusting.
Hmm. Are you first?
I'm just about first. Yes, everybody's still going to the left. There's one guy. So there was another thing that happened in this race, I think, where you and I had talked about uh, this idea of controlling the fleet, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and so here there's a moment where like oh, actually yeah. So there was this guy here that's Bill Signs, I
Yeah.
think that I was like, oh, this guy's gonna go to the right or and then the fleet is on the left. What do I do? So here in this part, we'll see what happens. But um, so I was happy that he was going with me now. Uh, and let's see which race this is. I'll tell you more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when I started doing some movements to control uh, what was happening, people started getting really upset with me. I started, taking people's wind, and
Mm.
Okay, so I think here I'm just going with Bill. But pretty much Bill is the only one that could possibly be faster than me. Yeah, he's a little bit above me here. Everybody else is behind us.
Yeah. But as I told you in the past, sometimes V6 can be more fast and about more up
Hmm.
with strong wind because they don't need to depower the sail so much.
Hmm.
No.
Yeah. So like here it seems maybe I'm going at the same speed, but I'm losing angle, or maybe I'm going a little bit faster but losing angle.
Yes, I think a little bit faster, but losing angle.
A little bit what? Faster but losing angle.
A little bit faster, but losing angle. But it could be that also they have a left shift
Hmm.
and you are not still in the shift. It seems that they have a path that you don't have, no?
Yeah, that would make sense. I think we're going to the right. It gets lighter, and uh, and he's above me, so he could be still seeing a puff that I'm not.
Tacking is much better, no?
Yeah, I think so.
More fluently.
Okay, here this guy's gonna get upset at me when
Uh,
I take him. So, but I'll ask you the question of the other race, which I'm not sure we'll get to, but like the situation was, so I'm basically going, I'm a second or third or like maybe even first, and and then there's uh, say the fleet, and then there's say I'm going second, okay, so
yeah.
the fleet is behind, and I can get in shift. I can get on the same tack as the fleet and just keep them behind me. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, or but then I have the guy who's first, and the guy who's first is not doing what the fleet is doing. Maybe the guy he's just doing whatever he thinks it's the fastest. He's not trying to control the fleet.
Yeah.
And so what I did in that race is I controlled the fleet, and which obviously helped me with the fleet, but it hurt me with the guy who's first. So now I fell behind a little bit the guy who's first. What do you think about that? Should I have tried to keep racing the first guy, or try to control everybody behind me?
I think that usually you win a regatta doing like 10 seconds and not first and 30. If a guy is not going with a fleet, it's very risky. So sometimes it's too risky that benefit. What is the word?
Benefit?
Benefit, yes. And so it's correct that you have to control the fleet, especially if you have a big fleet in your side,
Mm,
and in the other side there is only one.
right. Okay, I see.
It's most important to do like second that first eight, for example, first 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. That clarifies.
Yeah, because to get one you can lose like 10 votes.
Yes. So I feel bad about that other race then.
Maybe it could be always very lucky, but not forever. You are also starting to move a lot your shoulders back to get the acceleration and help the boat to accelerate also with your upper body.
Yeah, just wait. Just wait. I'm gonna do some Silvio Zanaro stuff here. I think. I hope. Definitely the shoulders will go back.
Yeah.
But exactly, that was one of the things I wanted to do in this day as well after the last debriefs.
And also going back with your shoulder, you can help the pump because it's yeah. If you go with your back, you trim the sheet without using your arm, for example, and it's less visible for the jewelry.
Yes. Yeah, when I come back, right? It's like
Yeah, yeah.
it doesn't look like a pump when I come back.
And also when you go forward, you help the negative pump and easing a sheet, no?
Hmm. Bless you.
Thank you.
Here's my back.
Yeah. The secret is easy. The boat has to be flat, back and forward, and on the both side. So you have to use your body to keep the boat flat all the time.
Mm. Here, one of the things I noticed is in the earlier days, I'm not sure if this is an earlier day, it might be, that we're like, you see these guys are gonna just like go above me and like they, for, yeah, like they're just going for acceleration here, and I didn't. So
Hmm.
I'm not at the speed that I should be, and these two guys are gonna get away from me.
Yeah, they are also covering you, so
Mm.
you are not uh, free of wind, no?
Yeah, but I mean, I did have a few seconds where I would have been free at the beginning.
Hmm. Yeah, before of rounding the mark, remember to decide where you want to go. If you see something on the left, you go deep immediately, sailing
Mm.
by the lee, before of the other, because it's very important that you go before of the other,
Yeah,
so you can manage to keep your sail clear from
yeah.
the other boats. Or if you see something to the right side, just go reach to take that thing and then you go down before of the other, of course. So before of rounding this mark, look at your back, look everywhere to decide where you want to
Yeah.
start your downwind. That is not meaning that you have to stay in that side for the entire downwind, but it's your first decision.
Yes.
Then you can cross the line and go to the other side. But it's very important that after the rounding, you have to be clear.
So I should be looking behind me, right, for the puffs coming in and ahead of me.
And also, if you see that maybe you are late and these guys start to go very deep sailing by the lee,
Yeah.
go immediately by the lee. So look at that guy, what he's doing.
Yeah. I'm not paying. I'm not looking is part of the problem. Yeah, and he's just covering me.
And of course, you have to to have an idea also where is this mark, because you have to decide also uh, thinking about where is the mark, because if the mark is
Yeah.
completely to the right side, then maybe you can go more right.
Yeah. On the mark, I two things. One is when I was getting close to the mark,
Mm-hmm.
I was going too directly to the mark instead of leaving
Mm-hmm.
myself like in putting myself in a basically a reaching position to have speed at the end. I was going too downwind to it at least parts of the racing, and then here I was trying to not go over 90 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I started using a mark and I couldn't see the mark and then I mean one thing once I really started and not wanting to go over 90, I so I would stop easing. So if I'm going down, I would stop easing at the 90, and then but it was interesting because I was just loaded fully, so it was not like oh it's like I'm almost at 90. It was kind of like it's almost like I want to go lower but keep the sail at
Mm-hmm.
90 and then up, so like a load and up. uh, I don't know, that seemed to be good. So but so here, like I might, I don't know what's going on. Like, but yeah, I might be thinking that they're going above 90. I'm very curious what you think about this guy here. Like the guy on my left here is like he doesn't seem
Yeah,
to be doing anything. He's not even moving. Is he just on a wave and he's just going?
yeah,
Or
because he got an acceleration and is going down with a path that you didn't catch.
mm,
So he's going just is letting the boat going, and yeah, here maybe he could go back, and here is slow down and you are accelerating, for example.
mm,
But in the first part,
Yeah.
He was just keeping the path, no?
Yeah.
So when you have a path, you don't need to do the nothing.
Mm. I think this video might be about to run out. Oh, there's maybe more. So that I think that's the main thing I was trying to do downwind here. On the turn up, the movement of my hips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's correct, I think.
So trying to put my hips over the center line as a way of turning the butt up.
Yes, yes. You are like a bit robot, no? Still, but for sure you are improving the movement.
Like that.
Now
There's the hip right there.
you,
Yeah.
yeah, you need to become like a dancer.
Okay. Uh, so I'm too stiff. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you see as robotic, or like what is the
Yeah, that sometimes you are doing the movement in two movements, no? Because you stop
uh
and then you
I see.
go.
It doesn't go through. Okay. Okay. I think that kind of concludes this video. I think it cuts off before the rounding. Okay. Um, I guess this is yeah. Okay. Different start. Is it a different start? I think. Okay, so here's my first question. I think we're probably too early on the clock, but there's a couple of things I see how I'm using um, my bow. So like here, okay. So I decided to go on the other side from this guy, um, but I'm faster than him. So like I have too much speed. It seems. I take the spot, but you see he's gonna move right below me now. It's hard to see, but he actually took the spot below me, and um, okay, so that's one observation, and then okay, he's on my left now. Here's the other thing that my bow is much lower than everybody's. Maybe I don't know. It's not very compact. It's not like I have bow to left and right very tight. But I wonder if I should be holding, closer to the wind. I guess we're all going for our running start, and I'm just rolling these guys. But any thoughts?
Ah, sorry, I was speaking without microphone.
Okay.
I was like speaking all the time
Oh
without
no.
microphone.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
we're
Okay. I was saying that if you go low with your bow is very very risky. Also crossing in front of all the other that are
yeah,
starting
yeah,
could be like you're dead because if someone hit you, you are completely wrong,
yeah.
and then you can't have the control of what you are doing. If someone decides to start, can push you over the line and you are out. And also, you cannot slow down if you are early on the
Yes.
line or early
Yeah.
on the mark. So it's very risky.
yeah. So
I suggest
yeah.
you that if you are so fast, you can pass also back of them.
Ah.
And then when you see a spot, just go up, ask him to go up, and then you take your place and you kill the boat that is windward.
Okay.
But it's more safe. Here you are like a crazy man.
yeah, I know. I just they. I mean, I felt like they were like maybe they couldn't see the line, and I could see the line, and I'm like, these guys are like 4 seconds behind the clock, and I went the crazy man route. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone below them here, uh,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, just I guess I need to practice keeping the bow up and controlling and
Yeah,
accelerating. Yeah,
if you know that they are late, you can do that for sure. If they
yeah,
are like two lengths far from the line, you can say, "Oh, ciao, ciao, I start."
yeah.
But if they are very close, it's very risky because yeah, they can push you out.
Yes, yes,
And also, you have to be the control to put your bow up, slow down, keep your position,
yeah,
and decide where to start. Because
yes,
if you head up a little bit here, you can slow down, and then you see what you have to do. Because it's not that oh, I am going, I am fast, I start, and if you are early, it's like a bad start for you, no?
Yeah, I had another. It wasn't exactly a crazy man start, but yeah, there was a little contact with somebody. So yeah, I need to give my bow up and accelerate in my lane.
Then, if you are at the zero on the line, it's a very good start. This one.
Mhm. Yeah, it was a zero on the line. I thought I was early actually. That was part of the problem is that
Yeah.
I went crazy man. I need to but like all of a sudden I was like, oh, I might be early. I'm going too fast. I wasn't.
Yeah, sometimes you can be crazy, but you have to be like very, very confident. Also, to be ready to slow down, stop, pass back,
Mm,
because yeah, here everything went good,
yeah. Seems like I'm hiking more
but
on this
maybe
one.
during Europeans they are more competitive, so
Yeah.
maybe they don't allow you to do
No,
that.
they will not allow me for sure. So let me find another video because I think this is upwind now, which we just went
Yeah.
over. Um, and then there was another one. Okay, so oh yeah, this is a get reach to the finish kind of thing. Not to exactly, but okay, yeah. So this actually continues possibly from the same video we were watching before, or no, it's a different
Mm-hmm.
race. It's a different race. Uh, yeah, I think it's a different race. Different three guys, and I'm closer. I'm in the group with them now on the bottom of the downwind.
Mm-hmm. Master jibing.
What's that?
Good jibe.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I grabbed the sheet from the boom there. I
Mm-hmm.
think the way I just wanted the speed. I wanted to. I didn't want to like deal with like waiting for the boom to open, and then I let it go.
Here, before letting go, you can go up outside with your shoulder
Mm.
and do the hip movement to back to give more, even more
Fully,
acceleration. No.
yeah. So like more like this, but like from the start. Yeah. So this reach was a little bit funny in my head. I'm like, okay, I have a fourth place. I'm going fast. This is fun. And I'm like, oh no, but my tiptoe is, my both my feet are not under the foot strap. Sylvia's not gonna like this. So, so
Yeah, you need to think. Oh, I'm fourth. I have to drive third. So I have to hike with 2 feet under.
there you go.
When you go out, slide your hands on the tiller because you are being away and pulling the tiller's extension too much.
Yeah, um,
Yeah, look
but
at you.
yeah, but it's interesting because I was aware of the rudder a lot. You know, eventually by this day, I felt I was using the rudder a lot less uh,
Mm-hmm.
than the and but yeah, looking at the video, I still am using it. Even though I was very aware, I think the rudder actually felt quite neutral most of the time in this reach.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I think here it's not like I'm hiking and um, so I'm looking for like what's the right way to think about it because here it's like I'm hiking uh, because of a puff and I'm also driving down before because of a puff. So it's not like I'm taking the rudder with me. It's like
Yes,
I'm trying to make the bow go down and
yes. Before go out, then be away. Okay.
okay, so out. Okay, so
Because
first
before
hike
the
it.
boat has to be flat, and then you can accelerate going down.
Okay. The other thing I was noticing here,
If
so
you
I have
veer
yeah.
away, you are putting more power, so the boat has
Ah,
is never flat.
got it, got it, got it,
Okay,
got it. So like
it's
that
a
makes
little
sense.
thing, but
Yeah, yeah,
here you are braking with the rudder. If a boat is flat, no.
got it, got it. So it's like if I want the moment I want to go bear away, I'm gonna make the situation actually worse, which is why I should hike ahead before. The other thing
Yeah.
I was looking at is like my sheeting here. You know, the other way I could have
Mm-hmm.
gone is I could have eased, but I didn't ease. And it's not like I wasn't conscious of it. There was just a lot going on. Should I have eased as
Yeah.
well? Um,
If you go down, yes.
yeah. So, okay. So maybe shoulders back
So
first.
go out,
Yeah,
easing, and then
easing.
being away.
Exactly. Yeah. So the driving is set after I've done those. Okay, that makes sense.
Remember that the rudder has to follow what the boats want to do. If a boat is a hill,
Mm, yeah.
you are going up. So if you veer away without putting the boat flat,
Yeah.
you are braking,
I'm
slowing
just
it down.
yeah, exactly. I'm forcing it. Yeah, to go where it doesn't want to go. Yeah, we're both coughing a lot.
We can have a cough concert.
Any thoughts on that? It's round again.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Good one.
Oh, yeah.
You
It
can
felt
see
good.
also comparing to the
Yeah.
other guy that is
Mm-hmm.
back.
Yeah. That when I looked right there, like just like I turned my head a little bit, I'm like, yeah, that was good.
He is dead.
He's gone.
Yeah.
How many days have you had this cough?
What?
How many days have you been coughing?
10 days.
Oh no.
It's too much. I am completely died.
Okay. So we're back to upwind stuff. Um, so
Yeah.
so the waves, it really helped a lot to pay attention to the waves.
Yeah. Pay attention to the rudder because a lot of time is veering away,
I'm
no?
dragging it. Yeah, so this is like what
Yeah.
possibly what I meant before. That might be a good place to see it. Is like, uh, I'm not sure how much of that is. Uh, okay, so I think all of it is unintentional, but I wonder. Okay, let's look at it for a second. So yes,
Yeah, I
I'm not.
remember that you did also during our trainings in Chioggia. And then after that, I told you you pay more attention to the rudder, and it was in the middle more time. Here, I think that you are feeling better because if you are being away, you feel more power into your sails, so you feel like a faster boat, a power boat. But you are losing a lot of angle.
Exactly, exactly. I fully agree. I was just like I just wanted to keep it loaded, and like there, like, oh, that's perfect. So like I trim. Okay, let's look at it again. So I like it. Yeah, it's like I'm trimming and I'm holding the bow down instead of letting the boat
Mm-hmm.
point while I'm squeezing it.
Yeah, remember that if you want to ease the sheet because there is a puff, is to depower the sail. If you bear away too much, again, you are repowering the sail, so you are doing nothing to depower, but you are putting even more power,
Yeah. So
losing angle,
yeah,
and maybe
fully
not
agree.
being so fast.
Fully agree. So I think this could be a significant improvement when I go up wind against other boats. Now that I'm more aware of it. Okay, so let's get some.
Of course, if you
Yeah.
are sailing alone, it's more complicated to see that you are going down. But if you can sail with other boat, also pay attention to them and see what they are doing. What are they? What are they going? What is their angle? Pay attention also to the boat that is around you.
Yeah. Although I'm heavier than most guys, and so I I don't know. I'm paying attention. So like I will pay attention, but like I feel like I don't know. Maybe I need to be more loaded than they are.
Yeah, of course. But
Yeah.
if you are sailing with all seven, for example, and you are like 85 and they are 70, of course they are pinching and you have to go faster. But if you are like 80 kilos, 85, both of you in the ILCA 7, pay
Yeah.
attention to
Yes. Yes.
the angle.
For I agree. The for this regatta on the plane on the way in, I was watching all these like center of resistance and center of effort videos, and I think I was able to feel a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the Cunningham was doing, and like what there was the right amount of Cunningham and so on.
Yeah.
So I started to really feel like like the helm, getting a little, what happens to the helm when I'm trimming the sheet. Like I could really feel, and I could really feel how the boat was, whether the boat wanted to head up a lot or a little. So yeah, I think my feeling is that I can now at least feel, and yeah, maybe I can catch it that way as well. That I'm fighting the what the boat wants to do when I'm
Yeah.
trimming. Yeah.
And also think about like make a balance between your energies, your speed, your angle. Think about, okay, I am very fast, but I am losing how much angle.
Mm.
Okay, I have to need to do double distance to be with them, no? And how many energies I need to do that? More or less, can I keep these energies for the entire upwind? Yeah, you have to find this balance between these things, no?
Yeah, I think I was working like the waves. I was doing all that work maybe more than anyone. So I was working physically harder, and it was difficult, but I was happy. It just, uh, but I was definitely a lot more energy.
Yeah.
And what I'm hearing you say is like a little bit of like, like following the fleet in some sense. It's like tuned to
Yes, yes.
tuned to what how they are pointing, for example, and then
Yes, you have to set yourself also comparing to the fleet, no?
yeah, and,
And also now, when you go to Barcelona and Vilamora, it's not like Garda and Lake Gorge that is flat water, and you can have a very huge difference between your speed and others because it's wavy.
mm,
So when it's wavy, you don't need to go for speed so much
I see, and it
because
become
you can't.
right.
So maybe when you have new videos with more wave, maybe we can speak about that. But I want to say this before because now you go and you see, okay, I don't need to go for speed for the entire video because I go for speed, for example, when it's flat, when you have a moment that is flat, no waves.
I
But
see.
if it's very wavy, it's not, you are using a lot of energy for nothing.
I see. Because I'm constrained by the wave. There's no runway basically for that speed. Additional effort to give me extra speed.
Hmm.
Okay, tell me when you want to go. This
Maybe we can finish this one and
okay.
then we can continue tomorrow if you want.
Okay.
Here you are moving too much, I think.
Too much.
Yes, too much without sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't quite see the waves in the video, but like the waves definitely played a huge role. Okay, yeah, I do see them rolling through. Um,
Yeah, I don't think that all the waves are so big that you need to do this because you are doing like rhythmical uh, movement back and forward. Maybe instead of doing this, stay more down,
I see.
like, and then when there is a big one, do that
Oh, I see.
hard.
Do the work where it pays, the physical effort where it pays the most, and otherwise keep it steady.
And also, no one is around you, so you don't need to push so hard, no?
This is coming to the finish, actually. I was probably trying to beat that guy. Yeah, towards the finish.
Yeah. So you beat him.
stressed about.
Hmm.
Thinking I'm about to be happy.
Yeah, resting. Okay. So tomorrow, do you prefer morning or afternoon?
I think probably still a morning. In the evening, I have to fly. Let me find the
Yeah,
videos as well. Make sure I have good videos to
yeah.
go over. Thank you so much. Please take
Okay,
care of your
okay.
cough. Talk to your.
Tomorrow,
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
tomorrow from
Yeah.
8:45 till 10, I am with Olympia in the swimming pool.
Okay.
She has a lesson, so after that I am free.
Okay. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
Welcome. See you tomorrow.
Ciao.